I've been accused of being paid by Tony Mathis, being given orders by Tony to do whatever, he tells me to do. I've been accused of taking orders from At Night Media that, I get emails on everything I need to talk about. I call Nick with orders, like you name it. And they've said that we do it all. But nothing like that. None of that's happening. Not even one thing I just named is true. But here we finally have somebody admitting that they're pushing stuff privately.
Can you back it up?
Yes, I'll go back and play it again.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
We need to stop it.
Well, hold on. Let me stop you there because we ain't putting stuff out behind the scenes.
Bullshit.
Well, Chris, can I ask you about
what are we putting out behind the
Hey,
scenes?
Chris, don't put me in this position. Don't do it. Do not pull my man card. Chris, don't pull my man card and put me in this position.
I ain't pulling.
Truth is a ball. He's a gift in his own right.
Right?
Like,
Like, I just imagine him like talking to his child that way, like, don't do it. Don't you do it. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That was amazing.
And Truth, we are listen, because I don't want him to get mad. We are not in any way laughing at you in that way. Like, I think it's in an endearing way.
No,
Okay.
I wish I could rent him and like have him just come.
He's kind of making me like him.
I've always liked him, but I want him to like come talk some sense into my damn churn. Like come over here and talk to him like that and get him in line, because I wish I could make my voice sound like that, but I sound like Minnie Mouse. I can't do it.
Not doing it. I believe you keep fighting going also. He was up there to clear some issues, but y'all will pick it apart as you've done all the things that mean nothing, like Hoodie Guy, and carry on with your hate. Yeah, carry on with our hate. And while I assume, I don't know, I'm just going to take a leap of faith and say that you sit over there while they call Seth a chomo every night, right? Spare me don't come over here and tell us what we can and cannot talk about, or what we should and should not talk about, when the absolute worst of the worst chaos and drama comes from that side. I mean, it's unbelievable. Actually, I had some nice things to say, to be perfectly honest with you.
So I was kind of like another bird, but I missed the whole beginning, so probably they ran out of stuff to ask.
Oh, Lolly, look at this. Lolly's Bird's Barn. A live about Sebastian, and Amy's more worried about Britt J. Y'all's priority show. Okay, but a live about Sebastian, and you're more worried about coming in my chat calls and drama. Your priority show. Okay, so Amy says, Brittany, I was standing up for you in Truth's chat. Who was going at me in that live? I missed that.
There were a few that were saying your name in there.
Well, I know that Granny Gum Gums on chat was like going, like she was foaming out of her mouth, trying to look for any way to bring me up. It was ridiculous.
Sometimes the TV has to do an update. You know how most people like don't realize that they're muted. Well, I do the opposite. I don't realize that I'm unmuted, and then I start having like a whole ass conversation in the background.
Right.
Ollie will come in, and I look down, I'm like, oh crap, I'm not muted.
I said that panel was like a tuberculosis sanatorium.
Oh God.
I have to agree.
At the same time, like, I don't know. I agree with him. I think that it should be about Sebastian, and it's horrible the direction that it's gone. But the problem is he was sitting on panel with some of the worst ones. I mean, the very worst ones that keep it going. And there was a talk about the rift and where this division started, and they were absolutely wrong on where they say the origin of that happened at. It's not with Seth. Seth did not cause that divide in this.
Brittany, check your personal messenger, please.
They wake up tomorrow and stick to who they pretended to be tonight. They will have nothing to talk about on their channels. It is terrible acting at best. That's exactly right. Like I said, I need to keep bringing it up. But when he said that people needed to, he asked for all the bashing to stop. You seen the reaction. That's all I'm saying. GW started cussing like a sailor. Chris Prophet was like, I'm just going to ask that all of the bashing stops. And then there was a couple times I thought he was going to like say something to them, because he was like, I even see really bad. He said, I even really see really horrible bashing of other creators against creators. He was like, I'm not going to lie. I've seen a lot of creators going against others. And it was almost like he was, kind of like throwing out a little bit of shade over, but I don't know, probably not. That's just probably me thinking, you know what I mean? But there was someone in chat that actually said, Granny's got a whole injunction and Chris isn't even defending her. Chris isn't even defending her, and she's got a whole injunction against her. And I'm like,
I saw the
why would it be CP's place to defend Granny about an injunction she's got?
I don't know, but somebody made a comment that she made $6,000, and why didn't she share it with CP?
She did for her legal fees. Okay, because I got an email, but I got the email, and literally all the stuff went down immediately after with CP going on panel and stuff, so I didn't get to.
The other thing that Justin confirmed is that there was like FBI or someone in black SUVs driving through the neighborhood today.
Yeah, yep.
That was one.
Yep, I heard that today too.
I personally, Brittany, wouldn't believe it unless they did a press conference and said that.
There you go.
Because another creator saying it doesn't really make it true, unless you have the proof from the person's mouth.
Right.
That's just my opinion, but you know.
Guys, give me a second. One moment, please. I'll be right back.
Because I was saying all kinds of stuff. Ooh, and then I had to have a breathing treatment because I got so upset. I was like, oh. And he started talking negative about Sebastian again on a couple things. And then he started talking about he loves sports. I remember him loving fishing with his dad.
Hey, the part that I had a problem with, and I don't want to be, maybe I shouldn't say it.
Say it.
This is probably one of them I should sit on my hands.
Say it. You have a right to say what you feel.
When he acted like he was choked up, it was hard to believe, and I wanted to, but I don't know, you know.
I didn't hear him get choked up.
You didn't?
No.
And I
Yeah.
agree. It
I know.
felt like Bolshevik to me.
I know what Nana's referring to. I was picking up on that too.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think about that because
I did. I knew what my opinion on it, but
I guess
Good
the only thing I was
job.
thinking was he was such a manly man and such a hard
Good
ass.
job.
And
I just
Did you read Seth's comment? Chris
What'd he
does
say?
not speak for me ever. Good job,
No, I know.
Seth.
Seth, you just stick up for yourself. You're a great person
Yeah,
and
he
a
is.
fabulous father. And
Yeah,
I
he
hope you
is.
get that opportunity again. I want a Christmas miracle. Let's bring it on.
Bring him home. Bring Sebastian home.
Sebastian needs his daddy just as much as his daddy needs him.
That's right.
I have a big set of difficulty with this, and my biggest issue is that he keeps calling him his son, and it's only because of what I've been through in my life that I attribute it to that. Like, I have serious problems with, well, my son. Well, he ain't your son. Sorry. Stepson is fine. You can still treat him like a son, but he's not yours.
well,
right.
or just say his name in place of that. You know what I mean? Like, just where in the sentence where you would say, and my son or whatever, just call him Sebastian. I don't hear him say Sebastian a whole lot. Like, he does say it, but I think it's
I think
more.
that Silvers always says, say his name.
Yeah,
I think
exactly. Yeah.
fun.
But
But
I think when the goal is like proving a point of not possession, but you know what I mean. Like,
Mhm. Did you hear when he was talking about how he came about his name?
Yes.
And so many people were saying, no, Seth named him.
I
Sorry,
didn't
guys.
understand that part. I mean,
Yeah.
I understood. I heard the part where Seth, like back in the, like, I've always thought that Seth named him because I heard him talking about that or whatever. But I mean, I didn't
Yep.
understand the reason for bringing that up now. Like, why was that relevant?
There was no. Listen, there's some things that he said that I thought I agreed with, and there was some things that he said that I have questions about. Like, hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on. And I'm going to use fair use